Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to EML Premier 2. We are here for round 7 of Season 4, and we are at the Netherlands, Zandvoort, by the beach. It's the fast-paced circuit, and what a grid we have for you today, as you can see on your screens. Thank you, everyone, for joining this evening. My name's Leslie. As always, it's never going to change. But unfortunately, we do have a change in the commentary. Ivan has stepped away. We thank Ivan for his commentary duties. But exciting news, we have a new co-commentator for you, and that is Chloe. Welcome, Chloe.
Hello. I'm Chloe, as previously stated. You've given me an absolutely fantastic intro. I wasn't expecting to be absolutely hailed, but I do appreciate it.
Oh, it has to be done. It has to be done. You've stepped up to the plate. You've watched some of the season.
I may have just disconnected, which isn't great, but not from the thing from the actual server, which is fantastic. A great start.
Okay.
Hopefully, fantastic. Hopefully there'll be no issues with the lobby, but if there is, I will take the blame.
Hopefully, can you get back in? Because it was your lobby.
I will be able to get back in, yeah, but because the issue is somewhat complex, but it'll be fixed in about 5 minutes. But I didn't expect it to be an issue, which is why I'm slightly annoyed. Just keep me updated. I do have your stream up at the moment as well on my laptop beside me, so it's not like I can't see anything.
Perfect. Okay, I'll let you sort that out for the moment. But for the rest of you joining us here this evening, as you would have seen last time out in France, it was Kieran that took the win, took a massive lead in the first half of the race, and then was pegged back by a safety car. And there was all sorts of issues going on with the strategies. People didn't know whether to stick on inters, go to wets, but Kieran made the right decision and came back from midfield to create an even bigger gap and take victory at the French Grand Prix for ERT. So will Kieran be able to do it again this week? We'll have to wait and find out. Geordie's just come into the pits. We are seeing most drivers out on the track at the moment, starting their first laps. We'll go on board with BNLRE iShort, who is the first driver who will put a time on the board. Someone who's actually been doing fairly well, personally, in the championship so far.
He's an insane driver, I must admit. Having watched the entire season, he's absolutely been one to watch.
He is. He does make some daring moves, and he's got a good bit of pace on him, so he's always towards the front. As BNLRE are as a team, to be honest. He's alongside Tundikip as well this evening. Quite a strong team. Will be pushing for the top 3 places, for sure. Who's your eyes on tonight, Chloe? Is there anyone on this grid?
I think Dara, and having spoken to Kieran previously, he's not confident at this track from what I know. So I have my money on Dara, but again, it could be anyone, but my money's on Dara for tonight's race. He's just been absolutely, he's always at the front. He's an insane driver, and I think that he could definitely perform this evening.
And for those watching, that is QRT Raikyo. That's correct, right?
Yes, but
yes.
I was going to attempt to pronounce the PSN, but I think it's meant to be an adaptation of a Pokemon, so I did not want to mispronounce it and upset any Pokemon fans in the chat at the moment.
Yeah, there could be loads of them. There could be loads of them in the chat. You do not want to upset anyone.
So I think it may actually be also, I think it's Ralkio is the correct pronunciation, but again, if I am incorrect, someone will correct me on that.
Oh, I'm sure they will. We have plenty of people always in the comments. Speaking of comments, make sure you're giving us your predictions on who's taking pole, who's taking the win, as we see Team 1, Johan, take provisional pole with a 117 almost flat. So that's a very good lap from him. And make sure you also like the stream. It's Chloe's debut here commentating, so if you don't like the stream, I'm gonna beat you up. It's simple.
It's as simple as that, guys.
It's as
He
simple
said
as
it
that.
here.
So if you don't, the consequence is there, unfortunately.
They're
And make
very
sure you
dire,
subscribe.
and like, you know, it takes 2 seconds, and look, it'll make Lefty smile, guys.
Exactly. I don't smile often, as you can hear in my monotone voice. I'm very a frowny man. But anyway, enough about us two. Let's get on to the action on the track, and as you can see, about half the grid is now set their lap times. A couple others still to go. We've got the one Ghost King, the ERT boys, Nathan of IRT, JR Mika goes provisional pole first into the 116s. What are we going to look for as a pole time, do you think, Chloe?
Well, it does seem like the track is drying from what I can see, so I'm expecting probably low 15s if it dries enough, but I'll think it'll end up being mid 15s from the looks of things. That's if it is actually getting drier, which I think it is.
Yeah, it does. There is some sort of dry spots, but from what I'm seeing on the onboard of Ghost King at the moment is that the rain is still falling, so it'd be interesting though if it does dry up at the end of this session, because it could be a real race to get a time on the board in the dry, so keep an eye out for that.
Would you be able to send me an invite to the lobby?
I will be able to do that if this game lets me. This game has been not my friend when it comes to invites, and it's not been my friend.
Oh, you've got crossplay enabled. That's not a great start.
Is that why?
Just for future reference, if you have over 100 friends on PlayStation or Xbox or Steam, your friend list won't come up.
Okay.
Just, for invites, that's just for future reference.
Right, so I can't change that right now, can I?
You cannot, but I will just ask someone else to invite me. It is not the biggest concern.
Okay. Yeah, let's make sure we get you back in, because you're not going to be able to commentate when you can't see what's going on.
When I'm not there, you know,
when
that's
you're
a
not
fair
here.
point, thank you.
No worries, I'm here for these points. We just see Laser just had a bit of a spin. If anyone is watching the stream, if you can get Chloe an invite if you're in the lobby and just currently in the pits, that would be amazing, and Chloe would appreciate that very, very much. And Chloe, as you said, Kieran saying it's not his best track, and currently with that first time of his, he's gone 10th place, so middle of the pack right now.
And I'm very surprised it's VRT at the moment going pole position. Was not expecting that.
Yeah, I think personally, on my side, I think VRT have been one of the real surprise packages. I didn't know much about them, and they seem to have a fair few drivers that can really pour time.
We have the not a great, fantastic way to say it. We've got the VRT manager in the chat at the moment, telling me that he commentating on the fact that I said I wasn't expecting a VRT poll. And Matteo, to that I say, prove me wrong. Get yourself a poll, lads. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see a VRT poll.
It would be a fantastic way to spice up the season, to be fair, a VRT poll.
It would. It definitely would. It'd be great to see them up there. I know VRT Ryan has been one of their standout drivers as well. He's had a really good season whenever he's turned out here in EML, as I think ERT Kieran's going for another lap, or he just did another lap. But we'll come away from him for now. Have you managed to get an invite yet?
No, but I am just going to start going through people, because obviously, like I said, 7 people added me, so I'm just going to start going through their accounts and trying to find a way in that way. Because I left it on friends only, so it should be.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure we get you back in. Few drivers going slow. The one advantage to interweather tyres is that you can go for several laps and get into quite a nice groove. It's not really just a one-shot quali. You normally sort of go out with your dry set, do one hot lap, and then back in. But with the inters, you can do a good 2 or 3 hot laps before you then come in and put a fresh set on. So,
in fairness, yeah, I actually think that's the optimal way to do it in an inters qualifying, is to do multiple laps and let yourself warm up to the track.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that also helps when it comes to the race as well, especially if it's going to be the same conditions. We don't know, but it's a good bit of practice as well.
If any other drivers are in, if you want to tell us if it'll be the same conditions, we would love that.
Yeah, that would be helpful, because if it is like this, we could see quite a dramatic race.
We could see absolutely someone completely random win this race, because obviously the wet conditions just absolutely spice up the entire field.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. I think I said it last week, in France, not everyone, quite a lot of drivers, I don't think, practice wet, but the ones that do will take great advantage.
I'm getting an error code. This isn't fantastic.
This isn't good. Okay.
But there doesn't actually seem to be any issues with the lobby at the moment, which is a good thing, so at least we can finish the qualifying if I can't get in. Better than having to restart the entire qualifying.
Yep, qualifying is definitely going well. No issues so far, as we see iShock go to the top of the leaderboard, actually.
And we were just talking about him earlier being a threat.
We were, and he's showing it so far. Can he hold on to it though? There's some really, this field tonight is a really strong field. I was really excited when I saw the field. Yeah, this is one of the
strongest fields I've seen the entire season.
Yeah, I think there is winners all over the grid tonight. So I'm really, really looking forward to this race, and I hope everyone joining us is as well. Don't worry about Premier 1. They're all tryhards. You want to come here to Premier 2.
Premier 1 is for if you just want to watch a bunch of DRS turns. This is where you guys want to be.
This is where you want to be. This is where the fun happens. This is where me and Chloe are. We bring these things to life.
This isn't an insult to any of our Premier 2 drivers, by the way. Me and Leslie are just incredible. Like, we will make it better.
We make everything better.
Exactly.
We could do a cooking show, and it would be better than the Bake Off.
Prem 1.
Yeah. Right, I will come off Nathan. I've been on all as I see. This is a name we spoke of before we started the stream. It's JR Wiener. Had a little bit. He just lost a bit of grip coming out that final corner. We're going to be careful with that name.
Entirely, which is a bit shocking considering they were only 1 lap old tyres.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they are 1 lap. That is interesting.
Though I do see Dropta down in P17 doing 7 laps on his tyres, which is obviously a massive difference.
Yeah, you can...
Actually, I've just looked at the chat, and I think someone deserves a congratulations, because I've just read it, and apparently Jeff Barron, you know, the QRT manager, had a gender reveal for one of his children, and it's going to be a girl.
Oh, that is brilliant. Congrats to Jeff.
News. That's absolutely fantastic news.
That is great news. Can his QRT drivers top it off as well by giving him a race win tonight?
Can they perform on such a fantastic day?
It could be the cherry on top of the cake. And QRT obviously are leading overall.
They are. Yeah, they've been absolutely insane all season.
They have. I think they've got a couple of wins. But apart from that, they've always been up there in and around the top 5 with both drivers. I think that's
what makes them such a hard team to beat. Because even though I don't think obviously Kieran's been dominating the field for the past few races now, but QRT have just been, you know, they're always top 5. They're always, you know, P2 and P4 or, you know, P3 and P6, and I think that's what keeps them in it. They're just an extremely consistent team.
Yeah, it's like in real life F1. It's any sort of consistency. Consistency is just so key to winning a team championship, and if you can get both drivers up there, not necessarily winning races all the time, but as long as they're both up there scoring like top fives, you're always going to be within a chance of taking that top spot.
And that, like, the grid they have today, Yizbrand and Dara, that in itself is a duo that could win this race, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely, and we've seen some good teamwork from the QRT boys in past races as well. So even when they're close on track, they're always able to make the right decisions, thanks to probably Jeff.
Just another cherry on the cake for him today, are we? Just, you know, making sure he knows how good he is for his daughter.
I'm just building Jeff's ego. I'm just building his ego up here.
That's what we're here for, lads. We're here to build all of your egos before the race. In qualifying, we will talk up all of your drivers. See, like, no matter what, like, this is just an insane field. No matter what position you're in, it's so competitive.
Yeah, like so far, like a minute 40 left. We could still see a bunch of changes here. I believe it's
Kieran
still
being
raining.
in P15, I think he's still got to shoot up the field, which will definitely shake up the order.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, even though, yeah, you said obviously it's not one of his stronger tracks that he has said himself, but Kieran's always got that pace in his locker, so you can never write him off. And I would not be surprised to see him jump up there towards
Same with
the
the
end.
JR drivers and basically anyone's. This could, like, this P1 to P20 at the moment could be completely different by the time this qualifying is finished.
Very much could, although I'm seeing a few drivers going around in sort of the 120s at the moment, unless they're just getting some warm-up laps in. Oh, Nathan of IRT has just jumped up into P5. There we go, there's a great example. Anyone can just jump up out of nowhere. And he's into the top 5 provisionally. Still 40 seconds to go. Everyone is currently out there. This is it. This is when you want to make it count.
Hopefully we won't see any blocking at the moment, because obviously there is 20 drivers out on a pretty short track.
Yeah, it looks like they're a good spread overall, so hopefully none of that. We don't like to see that. We like to see everyone given a fair shot. I'm just going to see who's going to be the last one across the line. It might be one of the alphas.
Which is always what you want to be in it. You know, obviously a wet qualifying session is the last across the line, the driest track, the best conditions.
Yeah, oh, Dirk has crashed out. I thought he retired, but he's crashed out off of the last corner.
Oh, in fairness to him, that's a very common mistake I've seen with drivers in this track. That final curve on the outside of the final corner really shoots you off if you don't take it perfectly.
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible last turn. Timo comes across the line, it goes P7.
That's fantastic from him. This is like one of his, third or fourth races without assists. To come P7 in a field like this is a fantastic result.
Yeah, that's a great result. JR Mike, I think, jumped Nathan to P5. Poker Roll has gone up to P7. Kevin stays where he is. One Ghost King jumps up into the top 5 now. That's not JR Micah, that's his teammate. That is Wiener up to 11th. There we go. QRT Wisebrand up into P1.
Unsurprising from him,
into P10.
Fantastic driver.
Fantastic driver. Here comes Kieran. There you go, up to P14. Dara up to P3. Oh, did someone just nick pole at the end? I think someone has just nicked pole.
Micah, the JR driver Micah has just nicked pole from Yizbrand in the final second.
Wow, I think the last driver across the line has nicked pole away from QRT.
Exactly what we said. The last driver across the field has got the best conditions and has absolutely taken that and performed with it.
Look at that, what a lap as well. Just 2 tenths quicker than Wisebrand, both
200.
200s. Yeah, 200, sorry.
200. That's what you said the first time, isn't it?
Sorry, bad throat, guys. Yeah, so JR Micah takes pole at Zandvoort. It's Wisebrand in P2 alongside him in the front row, and iShork takes P3 with Dara in P4. Yeah, that was a good qualifying. Are we getting you back in,
I hope
Chloe?
so, but at the moment I'm not seeing anything.
No invites coming.
I've got absolutely nothing.
Oh dear, this is not good. Can you join from my profile?
That's what I was trying to do. But you own a... That's what I've been trying to do, like, this entire time, pretty much. But, I simply, when I go into yours, it just tells me to request to watch. You're the only person it says it for, actually.
Oh, that is annoying.
But, it's either we continue with me watching your stream, or we restart the lobby, which I don't know the drivers will agree with.
No, I think we will get shouted at. If we've done that.
Some are saying that they want to restart. I mean, Prem 1 is restarting as well, so we would match with them. Which, you know, we obviously want to do.
We do. We are 5 lights up and 5 lights out. We are away in Zandvoort.
Then yeah, if you guys are away, you may as well continue. I can watch the stream. It's not that big. There's no delay, fortunately.
Oh, that's good.
Tell.
No delay. There is a delay to a couple drivers starting. Kevin and Leighton have had a bit of a tussle. I'm not sure what's happened there. We'll come back to that. But the top 3, very all sorts of position changes. GRT Timo's just lost a few places. He's now got his teammate Kieran alongside the back of him, and it's now a virtual safety car. So I think there's been, oh, I see Tundakip and Dara's all the way back in 17th now as well. So
that's a big change.
Something
Jeez, how
big
many positions
has
has he
happened.
lost off the start then?
Let's have a look. 13 positions ever coming away from the grid. And then after that we were seeing all sorts of position changes in the midfield. And somewhere along the lines, Tundakip has dropped 7 places and Raikyo, aka Dara, has dropped 13, and we are now seeing a few drivers coming in, that being Dirk and Nathan, to the pits. So I believe they have some damage, as Kevin also comes in. I've just been told my internet isn't sufficient enough to broadcast, so apologies if there's issues on the stream. I'm sure, Chloe, you'll let me know.
There's a tad bit of lag, but you are more than perfectly fine at the moment.
Perfect.
There are some massive winners and losers from this restart. Then obviously Kieran being one of the biggest of this restart.
Yeah, he's benefited massively up to P7, as we just saw Timo overtake Wiener, as CPI Nomis has had a spin. It looks like he's dropped back to P16. I'll try not to... Ooh. Are we missing... We are missing 2 drivers here.
What do you mean?
Drofter and Laser are currently both ghosted.
Disconnected from the race?
Yeah, I didn't see anything at the bottom of the screen.
4 people have disconnected from the restart.
Right.
Apparently. But
I'm not seeing anyone else apart from those 2.
But from what I heard, 4 people disconnected from the Prem 1, which I think is where he's getting that number from. But if there's 2 people that's disconnected from here, that's not fantastic either.
No, we
have 2 managers asking us to restart this race. QRT and VRT are both asking us at the moment.
QRT and VRT, okay.
Yeah.
You guys want tyres? I'll get you tyres up, guys. We are getting people asking, should be a restart.
And then Drafter can't get back in. Probably same issue that I'm having then.
Probably same issue as you're having then, yeah. Who's the other admin for Prem 2?
Homer, but obviously he's not. I don't actually know his name, but he's never online.
See
so
if yeah, see if Maze is around.
Will you update the drivers then?
Yes. Yeah, just ask Maze, see what he thinks. We've had a few disconnects. You can't get back in. The lobby's obviously had some issues, and we did have a safety VSC at the start, so that could have been an issue as well. I'd like to hear what Maze thinks.
I don't know. The BNLERI guy has just said just restart. So I think...
So that's 3 managers now wanting a restart. And BNLERI do have someone in P2.
As well, so it's not like he's gaining anything from telling us. Maze is typing, which is a good thing. You should turn off crossplay if you can. For the next time.
Yeah, I will do
help that. It'll also help you with your Wi-Fi.
Lovely.
Yeah, we can. I think we need to restart this race.
Okay. Yeah.
Fortunately, I had already set up a lobby just in case, so this should be a lot faster.
Okay. Yeah. Let's. So we're gonna
Can you
call
inform the drivers while I actually start doing things?
Yeah, we're gonna call restart.
Or at least, yeah.
We are going to call restart. Managers in the chat, if you can, let your drivers know. This is due to obviously
my
Chloe.
Disconnection and then
Chloe had a
ones.
disconnection, which has caused multiple drivers to disconnect as well. And I think
I will take the full, but I would love to blame my external hard drive, but that's what the issue is. My external hard drive can be a bit dodgy at times, and unfortunately, it's taken the one time that I'm hosting a lobby to disconnect. But I do have the grid, so that shouldn't be an issue either. I'm assuming we'll restart from qualifying.
Yes.
And it was a dry race, as far as I know?
As far as I'm aware, someone might tell us different.
I will set it to dry at the moment, just because that's obviously the correct thing to do.
Where's the... Right, we have just had, right.
I really hope that they'll take the initiative of inviting their teammates, because obviously, as I said, not a lot of people added me, which is infuriating, but... Obviously, to make this faster, if any team managers can say to invite your teammates once I get any invites that I can out, which will make this a lot faster. I almost accidentally invited MNT Kilcree. You would have really appreciated that. He would have been so lost. Alright, that's cool. We don't really want any arguments at the moment. But apparently Dara had a bit of a kerfuffle at turn 1.
Yeah. Right. Everyone in the stream, apologies that we are having to restart this. Thank you for joining us, we very much appreciate it, and we should get this race underway as quickly as possible.
I'm hearing someone say it was dry to wet, so I will switch it if it was dry to wet. Obviously, like I said, I need someone to update me on the, people are now disagreeing on whether it was dry to wet. It was cloudy but dry. So... I'll keep it where it is then. I'll change it to light cloud. That way, people won't argue.
Yeah.
It was dry inters, is what VRT are saying. But...
Okay, so there's basically a potential for wet that the Nathan is saying hold on.
It was dry, inters.
Nathan's just going to end his stream and screenshot.
Fantastic. Let me start setting up the grid while we're here. I know I can't do it without everyone here, but I can set up as far as everyone's here, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Thankfully I screenshotted the results, so there doesn't need to be any of that.
Right, slowly but surely getting people in. They're still missing half the grid. Oh yeah, where do I change my
If you get out of the, I'll send you another invite.
Okay.
You have to go into game settings on the front screen, and there will be an option that says crossplay, and then disable that. Oh, and then specify that people have to start on the tires that they already started on. You can't swap your strategy.
Okay. Where's my... crossplay disabled. Lovely stuff. Sorry, PC users watching.
One day we'll make it crossplay.
Yeah, it's not personal.
But today's the day. It is a little annoying having to do this without the entire field. Leslie, if you can go spectator for me.
I can.
Micah, then... None of the QRT drivers are in at the moment.
Darren's asking what will the weather be.
If you just tell him it will be light cloud, because we haven't had any evidence of otherwise yet. Do you guys have the qualification? Yes. I was reading out of text there, I wasn't just deciding to...
Oh, okay, he sent the picture. Yep.
I've got to change that then.
Yeah, it'll have to be that.
See, the issue I have now is that they only give me the option for 3 sections. Obviously there is 7 here. So I'll put it as 2 dry and then 1 wet, which I think is the correct ratio in accordance to that.
Yeah.
But that's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's fine. It says it will rain before the end of the race, so we should have to see rain.
Yeah, there definitely is going to be rain now. So that's, like, there's no doubt about that, there will be rain.
Right, how many people have we got in?
Do you know how many people we've got in?
We are missing... Well, we've got both Mercedes, we've got both Red Bulls. We are missing the VRT guys. It was VRT Dirk and VRT... not sure.
Right, I will just start and then through that I'll figure out who's not here. Yuzbrand, then Ishik, then Ralkio, who's here. Then VRT Dirk, who is that their driver that can't join?
Dirk hasn't got an invite apparently.
Can you do that? I think his thing is the same as...
Yeah, let me try.
You should be able to now that you haven't cosplayed on.
Thank God.
Obviously all of these drivers are...
I've never known that was the issue, so I'm very glad now that I know that.
Yeah, a lot of people have it. It's a very small issue. You have over 100 people and you just lock. Pokero isn't in. Then Timo, who is in. Thunderkip, who is in. Wiener, who is in. And then is it Nummets, then Kieran. Then the final 16 dropped at Leighton.
So one of the Alfa Romeos won't be in.
One of the Alfa Romeos.
Yeah, we're missing Hooky. Yeah, one of them won't be in. He's got Wi-Fi issues.
Ah, that's unlucky.
Is it Drofter? Yeah, Drofter needs an invite.
Custom midday.
Let me see if I can get Drofter his invite. Gotta be that one. Is it that one? I've invited a Drofter. Oh, he's in.
Fantastic. There is rain. Tell Dirk there is rain. It's a custom setup.
Yeah. Right, that is everyone in.
I'm actually just going to send a photo of what the weather's set to, just so people can't...
Sure.
You know, that's like... They'll also see that I can only do 3, which is... solves another problem of you set it to one wet one when there was 2. It's like, okay, my bad. Right, is everybody in?
Yep, everyone is
Everyone
here.
that it has to be in. I mean,
yeah.
Obviously we're lost one driver. Okay, let me run through this then. Micah, Yizbrand, Ishik, Ralkio, Dirk. Okay, that's who I need to add in. Ishik, Dirk, Yoan. Wait. Ralkio, then Dirk. Yoan, Ghost King, Nathan, Poke has to go. I need Nathan. Timo, Thunderkip, Wieners, Namas, Kieran. Then behind Kieran is Drafter. Then Leighton, Laura Journey, Kevin. So P20 is the only person who couldn't get in. That's fantastic. Okay. That makes things miles easier. Actually, let me have one last check of this before I tell anyone to ready up. Just to, you know, if my grid is wrong, there will be absolute carnage after this race.
Just let me know I'm ready to say go.
Ralkio, Dirk, Yoan, Ghost King, Nathan, Hookerel, Timo, Thunderkip, Wiener, Namas, Kieran.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo made it. He's in. So we've got everyone.
Fantastic. Then Drafter, Leighton, Lower Geordie, Kevin, Hooky, and then Lesser in P20. Yep, we're all good.
Nice. Everyone's ready up. Right, we are still live. Thank you everyone that is still watching us on the stream. Very much appreciate it. Sorry for all of this shenanigans. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, we got there eventually, so.
We're there, it's fine. We have 4 likes on the stream, so thank you for the 4 likes. Let's bump that up though, let's keep going. Keep liking the stream.
We need to get Leslie to smile, guys. You know, this guy, come on. I promise you guys, you can't see it, but he's got a beautiful smile.
Pearly whites. Pearly whites.
Absolutely sparkling, I'd say.
If we don't have at least 6 likes by the end of this race, I will never smile again.
Guys, that's a threat.
Big threat. Big threat. Also, yeah, while you're here, subscribe to League Racing TV. Plenty of other leagues streamed on this channel, so make sure you subscribe. Here we are, obviously same conditions, overcast. Chloe's in now. This is great. This is fantastic.
And there will be no further issues with my external hard drive, which is fantastic.
This is perfect.
Hopefully that each driver will be considerate of every other driver and letting them load their setups. Actually, I will tag everyone and tell them don't forget setups.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah. That's a very good point. Setups. Put your setups on, drivers, if you're listening. Put them on. We ain't going to be able to restart again.
I'm about to tag 157 people.
That's fine, just do it. Just do it. Better than us being screamed at. Someone has readied up, so...
That's quite cruel. That is cruel.
A little bit cruel. Someone's probably panicking right now.
I can hear the panic in all of the drivers, I'd say. That's why there's still 6 seconds to go. There will definitely be one person who goes, I forgot my setup. But there is not a lot we can do about that.
We can't. But here we go. We're getting started. 5 lights. And they are off. Here we go. I think Micah has got away pretty cleanly, but there's a big crash at the back. A CPI driver involved again at the back. How many cars is that? And this is
it has to be at least 4, if not 5. 5 drivers, I think, involved in that.
It's CPI Leighton again. Drofter, Hooky. Is it just those 3? Oh no, maybe.
No, I think the 2 Alfa Romeos were involved as well.
Yeah, it looked more than just
Laser
2.
has a 5-second penalty for collision. And Kevin was off the back.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mess back there, and
we did miss. It's a QRT 1-2.
It is. We did see a brilliant start from the QRT pair, and they have taken P1 and P2. What a start for them. Jeff will be over the moon in the comments as... Oh,
they've apparently had to give back the position from what I'm seeing in the comments, as they would have gotten a pen, and apparently QRT agree with that. As they have not returned the position now. I assume that's to do with the game.
Yeah, it looks like they are trying to respect that. But obviously this game isn't going to understand. You've got
to do it off track, but there's not a lot of off track on this track, which will be difficult.
It will. Let's get, while we're under safety car conditions, let's get position changes up. So as you see, not a lot of movement.
Timo's in the pits.
Oh.
Was he involved in something on the start as well? Let's see, does he get a wing change? He does not. He's just swapping to the hards. Is that to run long to the wets?
Tactical change from Timo.
Yeah, that could be. If that works, this will simply be strategy of the season. If this works.
It could. We did see strategy
what I thought was strategy of the season. Again, this could just be an ERT masterclass in strategy once again.
It could be. Is Badgerman secretly here again? I haven't seen him in the comments, but
Badgerman apparently, I mean, he called absolutely the right shot for Kieran last week. Maybe he's done the same thing again for Timo this week.
Wait and see. Let's change to the tyres. There you go. So we currently have 4 drivers on the mediums.
Kieran, 3 of those drivers are drivers who have pit. Kieran is the only one to start. Actually, no, both ERT drivers start on the mediums because Timo swapped to the hards.
This is a very ERT thing. They like to go opposite to what the norm is.
And it works out, obviously.
And like, it has been working.
Like, we're quick to comment, but it's been working for ERT, and why would you change what's not broken?
Exactly. So far it has worked this season, so why not? But Timo's obviously changed, but Kieran hasn't.
If there's another lap of this safety car, I would just overtake it on the side of the track. Like the final corner, that curve.
Yes. Yeah, it's
the conditions aren't different. Says Badgerman saying that the conditions are different, but they're not. We have proof that the conditions are the same. So.
Yes.
I don't know what you want me to do there. The conditions are the same.
The problem is, yeah, in the race you get about 7 slots above your tyre strategy of what the weather's going to be. When you're setting up the lobby, you can only decide 3 slots. So
it's as close as I could get it.
Yeah,
but the conditions themselves are the same. It will be wet to dry.
Yeah, it may. The rain may come slightly earlier than it was meant to previously, but that is something that we can't do anything about, unfortunately. So.
Has someone spun under safety car?
Toonskip. He has.
And he's being let past. In fairness to the other drivers, that's.
Ooh.
And Kieran has gotten a penalty for it.
Yeah, Kieran and Wiener have both been given penalties for that. Not great. That was something they will definitely put in towards the stewards, so we'll leave the stewards to that.
But they'll serve them, so that's just...
They will.
Like,
that's a good point.
There's nothing they can do. They will serve those penalties.
Oh dear. Well... Here we are then, we are going to go back racing. We haven't had much racing so far, but it's QRT and it's a very late getaway from Wisebrand and he's put his teammate in a bit of bother. Mika is looking for the outside on his teammate, but he needs to be careful because it's Ice Short looking for the inside, not going to be able to move up. It's very tight in this top 5. VRT boys there as well. It's all changing. ERT Kieran has been given a drive-through penalty.
Holy, that's insanely unlucky. I wonder how he's gotten that.
Are we seeing some game issues here? Timo's retired.
And Timo's left. Is this a game issue again?
I'm not sure. Timo has retired on track.
Is this a game is glitched?
Game is glitched again.
This, oh my god.
Right, okay.
Apparently, well, Kieran's just giving up.
Kieran's just getting penalties. He's just getting penalty after penalty. Right. Yeah, I've been told a huge desync is going on. I
mean, I guess that explains what happened to Turn to Kip. But is this just one of those days that because the same thing happened in Prem 1? Does the game just not want to work today?
It could be that. Sorry, everyone watching. We do realise what is going on.
We're aware, but we don't like. Should we? Do you want to host this time? In case it's me, if we restart?
Well, I currently am speaking to Maze.
Yeah, I see
that. If he replies.
Personally, I wouldn't call the race yet, but it is late.
Yeah, that's my worry. We are getting on for 9 o'clock. We're usually done around 9:15. And there's only so long we can keep these guys here trying to do this race. I don't want to be...
Yeah.
Personally, if it was me in these guys' shoes, I personally wouldn't want to just keep going over and over this all evening. But at the moment, I am not getting anything from these.
Yeah. Like, this, obviously, could do a 25% race, that's a good point. I think it would have to be a 25%. We need Maze to confirm that. I think it has to be a game thing because I've just checked my Wi-Fi connection, I'm running at 450. Red flag. Yeah. They're saying call the race.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to call the race.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an hour now.
Yeah.
In all fairness.
Okay. Yep, okay. Yeah, sorry guys. Unfortunately, this race is going to be called. We've gone on too long. It's not fair to the drivers. It's not fair for everyone, really. To just be here going on and on, having to restart. So the race is going to be called. We're not sure what's going to happen with it. We'll work that out within the next few hours or during tomorrow. Yeah, apologies everyone involved. We'll see if we can get Zandvoort done. If not, it'll just be a voided race and we'll just go on to the next one. So we'll call it here. Chloe, I'm sorry, this is how the debut.
I mean,
not
apparently
gone
the game just
to
didn't want to
plan.
work for us tonight.
No, it's just not being our friends tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But thank you though. Thank you for joining. I hope we can get a full race together in the box. So thank you. Everyone else who normally watches, the teams, the managers, we will let you know in the EML Discord as soon as we know what is happening with this race.
Oh wait, he says red flag, as in let us make a decision, not as in postpone the race.
What do you mean?
Maze, as in red flag, as in give us time to make a decision. So,
Right.
That's well, from his most recent text. I think, see, I would agree that a 25% is a good idea, but then no postpone. Does what?
Don't postpone.
Finish. So do a 25%? Wait, what?
Finish, end, stop. What? Okay. Everyone watching, I'm going to just stop the stream. We're going to work this out. You may see us back. If not, you'll see us back next week. Just keep your eyes peeled. Follow us on Twitter, EML F1. Thank you for joining us either way. And have a good evening.